Hey, it's Teresia here, co-founder of the Erickson Business Center, creator and facilitator of the Passion and Profit program, and most importantly, your personal business building mentor. Today, what I want to share with you to help you take your talent and passion for coaching and turn it into a profitable business is all around the distinction between a complimentary session and an enrollment conversation. So, let me give you the big picture, but give this some context before I get into the details. When you are building a business, one of the main things that we work on in the Passion and Profit program is coming up with your 90-day going public plan. This is looking at the activities that are fun for you, that are natural for you, that will get you out in front of individuals to let them know what you do. And so as a coach in business, you're going to spend a lot of time doing this. No matter, I've been in business 18 years, it's still a big part of my business. So that going public, getting exposure will always be a part of your business. And when we're getting that exposure, we're going to attract people who are interested in working with us as a coach. So when that happens, what we want to do to leverage those marketing activities, we offer what I call the complimentary coaching session. So this is where when an individual shows interest or is curious about working with you as a coach, you want to offer them a complimentary coaching session. But from the entrepreneurial mindset, as the entrepreneur, this is really an enrollment conversation. So I want to give you 4 key points around the distinction between a complimentary session and an enrollment conversation. So we are going to offer the individual a complimentary session, and it really is a complimentary coaching session, but it's a little different. So let me start with the differences. So we're offering an enrollment conversation. In this context, when we're having a conversation with somebody or a coaching session about them working with us as a coach, the intention there is that we're supporting them in getting clear of what they really want to accomplish in their life and then deciding if working with you is the next best step. So really, we are enrolling them into committing to the possibilities of their life and then deciding if working with you as their coach is the next best step. So, which is different than a complimentary coaching session. If it's under this context of them looking at working with you as a coach, making that decision, we don't want to offer a traditional complimentary coaching session. And what I mean by that, just want to explain that quickly here, is that, a complimentary coaching session, often I see coaches in this context do a session and focus on a specific issue or a specific desire that the client wants. And they help them solve that, but it doesn't lead to the next step of them deciding if they want to work with them as a coach. Okay, so that's the first point. There is a difference between offering a coaching session and having an enrollment conversation. Okay, so to really enjoy this enrollment conversation, the second point I want to share with you, we want to have a mind shift, change our mindset around thinking about this process as a process where we're selling ourselves or selling somebody on coaching. So we want to shift from looking at it that this is a sales process to really, really the process of supporting individuals to commit to what they really want in their life. So we're not really selling at all. We are supporting the individuals to get really clear, what do you really want in your life? And is working with me the next best step? One of the graduates of the Passion to Profit program once said, wow, after we talked about this, what really the purpose of that complimentary coaching session is, she said, I have shifted from anything around sales to thinking about how can I really serve this person? And this is what we're really doing. We're really serving this person to make a commitment to step into what they really want in their life. So the third objective, or the third point I want to share, is getting really clear what are the objectives of the complimentary session. So really the objectives of this complimentary session is one, for the potential client to have an experience of you as a coach. You know, to really, they are interviewing you. So they want to see, you know, what's your style? What's your experience? So this is going to give them that opportunity. The second thing, you are really interviewing them too. You're going to be curious in total coach position and find out, what do they really want to accomplish in their life? What do they really want to create in their life? And so you're being curious about that, asking powerful questions, and then getting clear, what is the contract? If we work together for the next 3 months, 6 months here, what is the contract going to be? So they're having an experience of you as a coach. You're getting really clear, what do they really want? How can you serve them? And what is the contract? I encourage you to check out the second part to this video. We're going to get into the specific strategy and system when we're having this enrollment conversation. And really, again, the outcome is, let's get clear. What's the contract for your life? What do you want to create for your life? And the fourth point that I want to share, we really want to be aware of, there's a difference between an informational session and this enrollment complimentary coaching session. You know, many times you may have somebody call you up and say, yeah, I'm curious about this coaching, but I have some questions that I want to ask. And really they're asking the features of coaching. Like, you know, how long would I be working with you? How often do we have the sessions? How much is it? You know, when they're asking the logistics, you know, the logistical questions about coaching, we want to book a separate session for that. We want to take perhaps 10 or 15 minutes and say, okay, you know what, let's book 10 or 15 minutes, or you can deal with it on the spot and I'll answer those questions. But then let's also book a complimentary coaching session so we can really talk about if coaching is the next best step for you. So there's a distinction between an informational session. You book that separately. If it's really just about informing and educating the client, that's an informational session. The complimentary enrollment conversation is all about the client and what they want for their life. Okay, quick recap. When we're attracting people who want to work with us as a coach, and we're offering that complimentary session, 4 things we want to be aware of and focusing on. There's a difference between the sort of traditional complimentary coaching session and the enrollment conversation, right? And we want to have a shift. We're not selling anything. We are being curious, asking powerful questions, and inviting the individual to step up and commit to what they want in their life. And then say, you know, do you want to work with me? And would you like to, you know, have me support you with this? And then the objectives of the complimentary session being, you know, the client gets an experience of you as a coach. Again, you get really curious. What do they want in their life? Setting up the contract for the coaching relationship. And then there's a difference between sharing information about coaching and giving the complimentary enrollment conversation. All right, I hope that made a lot of sense. What I want for you is just to love this process of having these powerful enrollment conversations with individuals. So have fun with it. Be sure to check out part 2 of this video, again, where we're going to go into the system and the strategy of having these enrollment conversations. All right, until we connect again, encourage you, dream big, embrace your inner entrepreneur, and turn your passion into profit.